Okay. As I told you, we are going to check the passive voice. Remember that this is only a review of something that you know. Okay. What is the passive voice? The passive voice is going to be the opposite of the active voice. Most of the time, we usually speak with active voice, where the most important thing is the doer, the person who does the action. Then, what is going to happen in the passive voice? As we said, the passive voice is going to be the opposite. Then, in the passive voice, the most important thing is going to be the object. What does it mean? Let's check some examples to understand better this explanation. Everybody loves chocolate. As you can see in this sentence, we have the subject, that is everybody, the verb, and then the object. Everybody is more important in this structure because everybody does the action of love. What happened with the passive voice? Chocolate is loved by everybody. As you can see in the second sentence, the most important thing is chocolate. The focus is in the object, not in the person. The lifeguard saved a man. That is going to be the active. In the active, the lifeguard is the most important. Passive, a man was saved by the lifeguard. The last one, decorators are painting my house. My house is being painted by decorator. Active, focus on the person. Passive, focus on the object. What is going to be the use? Remember that in an active voice, we use it to place emphasis on the subject, the person or thing doing or causing the action. A thief, a co-worker, I. Then in the passive voice, it is used to place emphasis on the object of an action. It is used when the subject is unknown or not important. In the passive voice, as we told in the slide before, the most important thing is the object. It doesn't matter who does the action. For example, my bag was stolen. Who stole my bag? It doesn't matter. Okay, or we don't know who was the person who stole my bag. But the most important thing is my bag was stolen. In the second example, an important file was deleted. It doesn't matter who did this action. The most important thing is that this file disappeared. My lunch was eaten. Who ate my lunch? I don't care. Okay, but the important thing is my lunch was eaten. And then we are going to check the structures. In an active voice, we have this order and these elements: subject, verb, object. What is going to have, what we are going to have in the passive voice? Object plus verb be, and then past participle. For example, the house is the object, was, in this case, was, verb to be, painted, past participle. The questions are always answered. The video will be posted online. As you can see in each of these passive voice sentences, we have different forms of the verb be. It depends on the tense we are talking about or we are using in our reading. If we want to say who or what performs the action, we use the preposition by before the person. But remember that in the passive, it is not important. The person who does the action doesn't be important. The house was painted. The questions are always answered. The video will be posted. The house was painted by Anna if we want to mention who did this action. The questions are always answered by the teacher. The video will be posted online by Ali. If you want to mention it, you use the preposition by before the person. And then in the passive voice, we are going to have the structures, okay, and the sentences that we usually know. The house was built in 1899, affirmative. The house wasn't built in 1899, negative. Was the house built in 1891? Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. We have another example. The houses were built in 1899, plural. The houses weren't built in 1899. Were the houses built in 1899? Yes, they were. No, they were. As you can see, we use the passive voice in affirmative, negative, questions, okay? It depends in our context. Finally, we are going to check that the passive voice can be formed in all tenses. But remember that the most important characteristic for the passive voice is that verb to be and the past participle after it. In simple present, a cake is made. Present, the verb to be in present with the past participle. Present continuous. A cake is being made. Is being show us the tense. Present continuous. And refers to the verb to be in that tense. Then the past participle, made. Past simple. The past simple for the verb to be is was. A cake was made. Remember that here we have were if it is plural. Past continuous, was being made. Present perfect, has been made. And remember that we have been made. As you see, we use the verb to be according to the tense we are using for our sentences. Past perfect had been made. Future simple will be made. Future going to is going to be made. Modal verbs must be and the past modal verb should have been. Okay, as you can see in each of these examples, we use the verb to be according to the tense we are using. And then after the form of the verb to be, we are going to use the past participle. As always, thank you so much to watch this presentation. Ok. Bueno, eso fue nada más el repaso general sobre la voz pasiva. Recuerda que hay que usar el verbo to be seguido del pasado participio. ¿Algo que quieran comentar? ¿Alguna pregunta que tengan? ¿Algo que quieran aclarar? ¿No?
No, teacher.
No, teacher, no question.
Entonces, recuerden que el 14 de febrero se cierra su examen. Javier. ¿Ok? ¿Sí? Entonces, nada más. Y recuerden que antes del examen, pues ya deben de estar completadas sus actividades del foro de la unidad 1 y 2. ¿Ok? Thank you so much, as always, for your attention, your interest, and your attendance to this class, to this short review about your grammar topic.